What's happening, folks? Welcome back to another day. Today is going to be a very interesting day because yesterday I tried making another video and it was pretty lengthy and it didn't really go so well. Let me show you what happened. What I did was I had to fight off another one of those patrols and I killed them. I got that whole bad omen thing. So when I came back, this thing apparently is considered a village because when I came back, I started getting raided. So when I came up and I saw the raid thing coming up and I heard some horns going off in the distance, I was like, whoa, 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 what's happening? I was not ready for it. I was not prepared. I wasn't expecting it. I did end up fighting them off. It was very close, but I did fight them off. I got Hero of the Village. I got the choo-choo. I got the fireworks and everything like that. But I did end up losing some villagers in the process. So I got this cool idea of building a trap around here. The way that it was going to work was I was going to have a double row of trapdoors all the way around with some lava in there. And I was going to come running by and probably climb up on top of there so they would come running after me. I would flip a switch and they would all open up like that. But the only way that I could find to get this to work is to have each trapdoor have its own repeater. That's going to get pretty darn expensive. However, before I realized this, I determined that I was going to need a crap ton of lava, which is in here. I got a whole lot of lava. And the way that I got that was in the nether. I decided it was time to go into the nether and start doing a little bit of work in there so I can get in there and easily get the lava that I needed. So let's go in here and I'll show you what I did in here. Alright, a cat came in. We have a cat in the nether. And I also got this dog yesterday. I'll tell you more about that, but he's going to stay right there for now. But this is what I did. Way down below is where this portal used to be. It was in this exact same spot, just down below, and I brought it up. And this is the way I come out, so this is the way I go in. So I was going to have this room opened up, but it turned out that this was the entrance and exit, so I did this. I cleared it all the way up to the bedrock, and I put some lanterns in here. Just as a starter, I'm going to come in here and fix this up a bit. Kind of had a vision of, not a circular room, but, a long room. And then it kind of, wrapped around in the front here. I needed to spend some time over at the zombie farm to bring up my levels so I could do some more enchanting. So while I was here, I put up a portal. I removed the sugarcane that was here, and I just made a little portal here in the back. And then I came through it, and we were exactly right here, just further down below. I moved it up. I had the coordinates for the starter base portal, and I started digging, and it turns out it's literally right here, right down this hall. So we are this close now to our starter base. To get the lava that I needed, I went over here, and I came straight down. I didn't dig straight down. What I did is I dig one, then hop down. Dig one, hop down. Dig one, hop down. Dig one, hop down. I just kept doing that back and forth until I got to about here. And this is where it ended down there. It's just a giant drop off right here. So what I did was I went and I got some sand. This is actually where the portal used to be for the zombie farm. So I went and I got some sand, and I came over here, and I just kept dropping sand until it built up all the way up here, and I did that for over there and right here. So I had 2 stacks, so I could do the whole, dig one, hop over, dig it, hop over, dig it, hop over, until I got all the way down to the bottom. And I just put up this little temporary thing. I made this out of black stained glass so the ghasts can't get me. Thought it was a really cool looking view. Over there is where that bastion is. But I came down here and I just made this little temporary thing. This is obviously got to get made bigger. I kind of want to make it really nice and big. So there's just kind of like a place we can go to get our striders and go wandering off to wherever we need. Because we can go in any direction we want from here. We're in the middle of a lava ocean. So after I got this made and I started collecting lava from the corners here, and I started bringing them up and dumped them all up in this chest here in the corner. Be gone. We don't want any. That's when I started trying to figure out how this was going to work, and I watched a few videos and I looked up on, I read up a little bit on redstone and stuff like that, and this ended up being the best way that I could figure it out. There's a switch here, a redstone signal that comes out this way. It goes along here and goes into each repeater, and then each repeater turns a redstone torch on and off. So I kind of got down about that because I did all that work, and this was going to be a very large and expensive project, so I don't know if I'm going to go through with it. So I started getting down. I'm like, what am I going to do with my time? So what I did was you can see I planted some bamboo and some of these vines. I came over here, I did the same thing over there, and I built an AFK spot over there, and I built a second villager pod up here. So now there's 2 villager pods, 2 kill chambers, and this thing works great. I built an AFK box up there with some vine going up, and here's the results from overnight. I just climbed up there and I went to bed. See, there it goes, off to work again. Before I went and I did the AFK, I decided, you know what? Let me just clear my head a little bit. I grabbed this map and I went and explored this area, which is... See, we did that area, is this map, so that map is over here. You see, we got a lot going on over here. We've got savanna, plains, taiga, and forest villages, as well as down here we have a Pillager Outpost. I didn't really do anything with that. I did run in, and I tried killing some dudes, but a whole bunch more kept spawning. I'm like, ugh, so I just ran up. I grabbed what was in the chest. It wasn't really anything special, and I put the banner on the map. And then I just bounced. Those people... They ran after me really, really far. I just kept running and running this way north because I did the whole same thing, up and down, up and down. I came this way, and as I was coming up, that's when I found this. So I just kept running north to get away from the dudes. And right around here, I turned around, and they were still chasing after me, or one of them was. So I took care of him, and I didn't realize up in the corner of my screen, I got Bad Omen again. So when I came across this village, I had to do another raid. So I took care of that, got Hero of the Village again, and I went and I looked around, and there was nothing good in any of the chests. So I just kept going on my way. This right here, you ignore that. What I did was I came down and up, and every time I came up, if I had a full inventory, I dropped a chest and a banner, and I emptied all the goodies in the chest. So that way all across here, there was one here, I think there's one here in this island, and then one over here. So all I had to do was start here and work my way back to the base. I think it was somewhere around here. My inventory was completely full, and I came across a ruined portal. So I grabbed the Crying Obsidian, and then I used the chest there to empty all of my goodies. I rebuilt the portal, and I activated it. And I did write down the coordinates in the nether, so we are going to have to go into the nether and link this up so we can get back there and get the goodies. I forget what's in there, but I think there's some pretty good stuff in there. So that was what I did with this map. So then, now that I had this all explored, the perimeter defense for my little village here, since that was a bust, I didn't quite know what to do next. So I exited the game, and I went onto YouTube, and I've been watching a lot of Minecraft videos on YouTube, and I have 3 accounts actually. One from my other channel, which is where I build computer stuff. Then I have my personal account that I've had since, Google started, and now I have this one. So when I browse YouTube, I use my personal one, and since I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, my last video that I posted actually popped up in my suggestions. So I was like, hey, look at that. So I watched it, and I'm listening to it. I'm like, what the heck? The audio was all weird. Like, my voice was super low. There was one part of the video where it didn't really match up very much at all. I kind of knew about that, but I didn't realize it was going to be that noticeable. And then all the mobs and stuff like that were super loud. So I'm like, why is it that when I'm editing a video, everything sounds perfect? It sounds just like I want it to. And then I edit it out, and then I post it. So something on my computer is not set so that what I hear is what you're going to hear on YouTube. So I did some watching on that, and apparently you have to get up in your mic, is what people were saying. They were saying, yeah, you gotta get up in your mic. They're like, oh, okay. No, I seriously mean get up in it. So I got the mic a lot closer now, and I have one of those condenser mics that kind of records in mostly one direction, but it also records a little bit from behind it. So I've got some foam, and I wrapped it around the back of the microphone. So I'm hoping to block out some of the background noise. And then while I'm editing, I will increase the voice volume because I'm recording on 2 separate channels. The game is one channel, my voice is a separate channel. So I turned the volume of the friendly mobs down, and then during editing, I will increase the volume of my voice. So hopefully this video sounds a lot better than the others. So it does take time. I haven't been doing this for very long. I just started getting into the whole gaming video thing. So what are we going to be doing for this video? I do know that I want more villagers. So I would like to turn this into an actual villager, a villager breeder, I guess you could say, like a production thing. What I was thinking was I watched a few videos. Waddles just did one like a week or so ago, and then there were some other ones. I kind of want to draw inspiration from a few of them. I would kind of like it to be semi-automatic, like kind of automatic, but be able to turn it off when I want to. What I kind of need to do is I need to make something where baby villagers can fit through, but the adult villagers cannot. And I need that to be able to open and close, so that way they will make new villagers when I need them to, and they won't make new villagers when I don't need them to. Probably put it back here so it doesn't look like an eyesore next to this thing, so I'd probably do it in the back, and I would probably remove one of these fences, put in a fence gate, and then some fences over top of that, or maybe build a stone wall here with a fence gate inside it, so that way if there's one spot here open and the top one is closed, baby villagers will be able to fit through, but the adult ones will not. So I was thinking build a shack back here somehow with a switch that'll open and close this gate, plus also some trap doors right here. Remember from when we did the creeper farm, the trap doors they think is a walkable block. However, if they're open, they will fall through. So there would be a space with with some trap doors, and then on the other side of that space would be some beds. So I'd have to build a shack back here with beds in it, that trap door, and the fence gate here. So that way when I needed more villagers, all I would have to do is open up the fence gate, they'd be able to see the beds and know they could fit more of themselves. They would make more. Babies would climb this way, thinking that they can get to the beds, so, you know, kids like to bounce up and down on the beds. But instead, they would fall through the trapdoor, and I guess maybe I could have, like, some water and funnel them away to a new little place. Maybe I could make, like, something underground for them to live in. Give a couple of them a workstation and, you know, some farmland or something for them to do. And then from there, I would have villagers on hand as I needed them. I'm going to see if I can work on this design a little bit, and I'll come back and let you know what I figured out. So here's how it's going to go. You can see that this villager already thinks it's okay to go. So since we used all these fences already, I'm going with fences just so it blends in. So there's a trapdoor here. See, he wants to get out, but he can't, even though he thinks that this is a walkable space. Then we have these two trapdoors here, where again they think it's a walkable space, so he can't fit through here, but the little villagers can. So they're gonna come here, think that they can walk, and they're gonna fall down. I gotta go collect some more supplies, and I'll be back when I've got a better idea of what's going on. My boys don't waste time. Look at that, already. See how you can come in and out, and the other ones can't? That's perfect. There we go. I think it looks good. I think it's a fairly decent representation of what we have over there. Just, smaller. We don't have the little archy thing on the bottom. Now we have to work on storage. What I think I want to do is I'm just going to bring the tunnel down. So right over here we can put a little room. And then that'll be perfect, because it'll be out of the way of them. Actually, no, that might draw the golems. What to do? We could bring them out here, where we could drop them down far, but then if we want to retrieve them, that's going to be hard to retrieve. Alright, I'm going to figure this out, and then I'll bring you back on when I figure out what I'm going to do. Okay, folks, are you ready? Are you ready to see that which is awesome? Look at what I have done. In here, we already know about the trapdoors. Babies come to the beds, they fall in. Then there's water. There's a water channel that flows them this way. And then they turn this way. And then they keep flowing this way. You can see I made this nice little channel here. And then over there, I made a nice little bubble column with some soul sand. They shoot up the soul sand bubble column, and then they flow this way, and then this is where their new home is going to be. I figured since we're gonna be out in the middle of the lake, might as well make it kind of like one of those little offshore huts that you see in like all the travel and vacation brochures. Look, I even made pillars so that it's standing up off the ground. I figured I'd build like a nice little hut in here, something for them to live in, give them some beds so they can actually sleep, and we'll put some doors in here and some fence gates. Maybe we'll put like a couple little docks off the sides here with some boats, so that way if I need to move them, I can, move them either way I need to. One little issue that does concern me, however, is right down here. You see the water flows this way, and then I have fence gates right there. Because I've got the water column right here, I don't need that water flowing back in, because then they'll just get stuck. So there is one block there where the water stops. Now the reason why that worked over at the zombie farm is because there's always going to be more zombies coming, and they'll just push each other into the column. Over here though, since I'm only going to be doing like, a couple at a time, they might get stuck in there also. So what I did is, if you can see, kind of like right there, you can kind of see, I put a little room back there with a lantern and a bed. So that way if they do stop right here on this, they'll see the bed and they'll kind of like try to go for it, and then that's when the column will get them and pull them up, and then they'll be trapped forever. So this needs to be capped off now. I figured I was going to use live wood to come across, and then I'd use some planks and stairs to come across. Planks for the platform, live wood for the pillars, as well as in the center. So I'm going to go ahead and cap this off so that way nothing can get in there. Like that. I made sure that there is at least one full block above them. So they have the block that the water is on, plus another block on top of that. So I'm going to cap this one off this way. Right there. Lose this one. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. Just like that. So there's plenty of room for the new baby villagers to come this way. But I was thinking I wanted something kind of like open. I didn't want something that was going to be completely enclosed, kind of like those guys are. I want this to be I want it to look like a vacation place. So we're going to go 4 high on our walls. We're going to use fences for the corners. Okay, so far so good. I don't know if I like these or not. I might want to replace them. I might want to remove them and just make it kind of like a triangular window. Either that, or I'm just going to put some glass in there and leave it like that. I don't know how I feel about that roof. I think I might want to get rid of that peak and just put some slabs in there. I think that would look a lot better. There we go. Now we're talking. I'm definitely liking that. I don't think I'm going to put a window in there. I think I'm going to leave that open. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. Here, watch this. Ready? Ready? Watch this. Now, we have far too much of the same color going on in here. So I'm actually going to do this because it's not oak. And it kind of matches the live wood. Like that. Okay. So we got to switch up the color palette a little bit. So I have another idea. Watch this. Ready? Take some more spruce. There. Okay, I like it. I like it. Now we have a place to hang our lanterns. I think I want to try... I saw someone else do this. I think it would... No, can't do that there because of the fence. Nah, how does that look? Alright, alright. I kind of like it. What if... oak or spruce? We need oak. Because you can see through it. What if we did something like this? Nope, wrong way. Alright, from nighttime, that actually looks pretty good. I think we might need one lantern in the middle. I think we'll be plenty fine on light to keep guys like this out. So no vacation hut like this is complete without a barbecue grill. So I looked this one up. I thought it looked cool, so I'm going with it. Campfires, looms. Oh, look at that. That's too cool. That is so awesome. Now, let's talk about a dock. Right here in the middle, I think, would make great for the dock. So there's a gate to get out. Gotta have support. There's one dock. We'll put another one over here just for symmetry. There we go. We got two docks. We got a barbecue grill. We got all our lanterns. We got beds. There's one last thing we gotta take care of, is how we are going to actually turn this on and off. I know I got a sticky pistons in here somewhere when we raided the temple. Now this is exactly why we need that slime farm over there. We're gonna have to build that sometime soon. Sometime soon. Not today. Soon. Now this is gonna bug the crap out of me having all this right here, but what can you do? Now I need to activate this. How do I activate them? I am not a redstone expert, folks. I know almost nothing about it. So what happens if I put this here? Okay, that activates one. How can I activate both? I figured it out. And I played around outside on the little thing there. I rebuilt this outside to play with it, and I'm actually very proud of myself. So that turns both of them on. Then we just come around this side. We put a lever. That turns them off. See, so right here, the inside of this is blocked off. Now they can see inside, and they're going to want to make more. So I'm going to leave that open. I'm going to go inside, and I'm going to start placing... I'm going to go place some beds. I guess I could just leave the trapdoors on the bottom open, and we'll see what happens. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So now those will stay open. You can see right now, you can't see inside there, so you can't see the beds. This villager got out, and he knew that there were workstations down there, so now he's this guy. And there's a bed down there for him. Oh boy, this should be interesting. Alright, so I went ahead and put away everything in my inventory that's not necessary. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. So now they can see the beds, and we'll see what happens. Oh, did you see that? There they go, folks. Haha! Look at that. Where'd he go? Where'd you go, little guy? There he is. Look at that. We gotta follow this guy and see where he goes and see if our little, see if our trap works. There he goes. There he goes. Where you going, little guy? Where you going? I guess he's going to bed. Nope. Oh, he needs a bed. There are beds over here. Did he fall in? I think he fell in. I heard him. Is he gonna come out here? Okay, so no baby villager. Let's see if we can find out where he went. Oh, I hear him. He's still in here. Where is he? There he is. He's right there. Oh, look at that. I put the water source in the wrong place. Okay, that's easily fixed. I just need a bucket. Alright, let's see if we can get you out of there, little guy. Like that. And then like that. There he goes. Come on, little guy. Come on, little guy. Let's go see if we can find him. I hear him. He's still here somewhere. Aha! What is that? There we go. Is he still coming? There he is. Look at that. Haha! It worked. Hey, welcome to your new home. What's happening, buddy? Yeah, bounce on the bed. Bounce on the bed. Oh, that is so great. There they go again. Bye-bye. There he is. What's up, buddy? Yeah, this is where you play now. All we have to do is flip the switch and wait, and we can get more villagers whenever we need them now. So this is fantastic. I'm gonna put some fences up here, though, just real quick, so that if any bad guys happen to find their way up here, this way they can't get in. So that's pretty cool. I'm happy with this. So now I have to go ahead and get everything cleaned up, but I think that everything turned out great. I love the way that this looks from afar. It looks good at night when it's all lit up. What is he doing? Okie dokie. I think next video, I think we're gonna tackle the slime farm next video. See, because I needed those pistons. So we're getting into a point where I'm going to start needing slime for other stuff. So we're going to go ahead down into the mine next time and build that slime farm. So, until then, Den out.